Well, welcome back to another week of Family Chats. You know what time it is. This is where sports brings the family together. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, SoundCloud. My name is Freddie Rivera. I'm the dad and the uncle here on this three-fold panel. My son Giovanni Rivera here next to me. Say what's up, Joe.
What's up, everybody? What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? What's up, SoundCloud? What's up, Instagram? What's up, everybody who's watching? Shout out to you guys for making us do another episode. Without you guys, we wouldn't be making episodes.
That's right. And this is a very interactive episode. So as you guys already know, we are very interactive with you guys out there on Facebook. So, you know, your comments, your questions, very interactive. Got my nephew over there, Angel. Angel, hold on, before I let you say what's up. If anybody saw the video, go check it out at the link.
Yes. I'm gonna put it in the YouTube video.
He's gonna put it in the YouTube video
right here.
Angel. Mr. Making Buckets.
Aaron, that is correct.
Wings for a year. Gar said made a half-court bucket at the Lakeland Magic minor league basketball game the other day, and he's awarded a year of wings, free wings from Glory Days. So Angel, say what's up.
Glory Days. Yep, we know it. Free wings for a year. Can't wait. Everybody wings on me. Don't worry about it. I have the check. Don't worry. $3.99.
And like Jorge said, let's address the half-court shot and Gio going on like a proud mama. Exciting.
Listen, the only reason I did that is because I told everyone in that building he was going to make it. There was no doubt in my mind that he was going to miss. It was all just he's going to make it.
So if you guys, he didn't. I got a chance to see the full video. It was, it was more than what I posted where Giovanni was on and hyping Angel up and saying, yeah, he was going to make it. And so there was a lot of hype and confidence going on before the shot went in. So that's why Joe was screaming and shouting, I told you. But exactly what mamas do, that's right. You know, they hype up their kids. They speak confidence all over them. And but we had a lot of fun watching that video. It got a lot of views. But Angel, how did it feel when you made that shot? When that shot went down, the camera went crazy because Joe was so excited like a proud mama.
Yeah.
You were running around a little bit too. What did you do?
When it went in, it felt like I had just won the NBA Finals in Game 7. Excuse me. In Game 7, I told everybody that I was Steph Curry before Steph Curry. And I just proved it in the video. So if you haven't seen it, it is on Twitter, it is on Facebook, it's on Instagram, so go check it out. It is quite the video.
So that everybody knows we don't just talk sports here. We play sports, even me at 45, I'm still playing sports and having a good time. And, it was fun watching the video. We laughed like crazy that night watching it and sharing it with the world. So it was fun. It was fun. It's one of those things we all dream of, right? Hey, if you got a chance of making a half-court shot at a game, but usually you would think you'd get like $100,000 or $1 million. He got free wings for a whole year.
Yeah.
I guess
he'll probably eat there about 10, 15 times.
That might be
probably.
He probably can take, one person out to Glory Days once a week, and make the best of it because the people are already asking him for a date of wings.
I'm just letting everybody know now I'm ready for the NBA. I'm ready for the Orlando Magic. I know this was the Lakeland Magic, but I'm ready for Orlando.
They asked him to sign a contract. He said he wasn't interested, though.
Yeah, so with that said, let's get it started. Hot topic right now, the hottest topic is the Final Four. If any of you got a chance to watch the Duke-Kansas game, that was a championship type game. Not only was it a championship type game, it was a Final Four type game, and it was just sad to see that this was the Final 8 because those two teams are definitely one of the top 4 teams in the country, and just sad that one of them had to bow out. Duke had the game in his hand, was up by 3 with 20-something seconds. Kansas tied it. Duke just played terrible defense to give that guy an open 3. They tied it, went into overtime. Duke seemed to have a little bit of control and got a really bad call. One that frustrates me as a guy that used to take charges. Duke player took a charge. It was a charge, and the referee called it a blocking foul. The guy fouled out. Kansas tied it and definitely turned things around. Made a big difference in that overtime. But heads up to Kansas, they're on to the Final Four. They'll play Villanova, a game that should be the finals. Kansas, a number 1 seed. Villanova, a number 1 seed. And then you got a number 3 seed on the other side, Michigan, playing a number 11 seed, Loyola. So the Cinderella Loyola out of Chicago is still making it happen. And so, what do you guys think about the Final Four?
It looks crazy, but in reality, it's only one team that makes it so crazy right now.
Yeah.
Is the Loyola, but because other than that, it looks like a regular Final Four. You have 2 number 1 seeds and a number 3 seed. But I mean, this year has been the craziest year. I mean, in all reality, Loyola just played a number 9 seed, so it was 11 versus a 9 seed on the other side.
Right, and a 1 and a 2.
And a 1 and a 1 and a 1 now have to play,
Yeah.
and they'll end up having to play. It could be 1-1 versus 1, so 11 versus 1. That'd be crazy.
So what do you guys think? Do you guys think Loyola will win another game and go to the finals? Do you think this is the end of the road for Loyola Marymount against the Michigan? I definitely think the winner of Villanova and Kansas will win the finals. I just think,
Dang.
it's Kansas playing Duke and now have to play Villanova. They're going to play 2 of the best teams in the nation. If Kansas beats Villanova, they have gone through one of the hardest stretches to get to the final and win it. And I believe if they get to the final, Loyola Marymount or Michigan will be tough, but it'll be a little bit easier than Villanova and Duke. What do you think, Angel?
Yeah, no, this has definitely been the craziest March Madness we've probably seen in a long time. Knowing that an 11 seed, Loyola, is still in the final. They're in the Final Four against Michigan, who's number 3 seed. And I think that's the only problem I would say as of right now for Loyola is that they're playing their highest seed in the Final Four. They've went through Miami, they were number 6 seed, and then they played obviously Kansas State. They were a 9 seed, like you said.
No, they played another team. Who's the second team that they played?
Who was the second team they played?
It had to be like a higher seed.
Yeah, it was a
than
little bit higher.
A little higher,
still,
but
they had an easy road.
They had an easier
For the
road,
most
but for an 11 seed,
When you're an 11 seed,
For
it's
11
not,
nothing is
it's
easy.
not
when
easy.
They haven't beat anybody lower than them.
So
you
I
can't say it's been easy for them.
No, it's true.
I think Loyola is going to make it to the national championship game. I think they're going to upset
You
Michigan.
think they're gonna do it?
Yes, yeah,
You
they're
think,
hot right
you
now.
think the lady has a lot to do with it?
Nope.
She's a good luck charm. Man.
She is
The,
a good luck
the
charm.
last time they were in the Final Four, she was 45 years old.
Really?
45?
She was 45. Now she's like
Holy cow.
99 now. She was 100 maybe.
But,
So
yeah, that's amazing. It's just an amazing story. Cool for Chicago and that young team, and again says a lot about the parity that's out there in college basketball. But hello everybody. For those that just joined, you are watching Family Chats, where sports brings the family together. Do us a favor. Like our Facebook page. We're coming live from my page, but like our Facebook page. We got a cool Instagram page where we have a lot of fun videos that we post on a week-to-week basis. Got my boy Giovanni, my nephew Angel over there. We just talked a little bit about the Final Four.
Who do you think's gonna win?
That was my next question. I think out of the Kansas, like I said, whoever wins the Kansas Villanova game will win the finals. I do think that Villanova. I like Villanova. I think they'll win it all. If I'm going to pick one of the 4 teams, it's going to be Villanova right now. But if Kansas beats them, it's going to be Kansas. I don't think that Michigan or Loyola is going to beat one of these 2 teams.
I mean, just constant disrespect to those teams over there, especially Michigan. Because I saw a poll that came out where they reseeded all the teams, and when it was the final 16, they had Michigan. They were a 3 seed. They actually moved them down to a 4 seed.
Right.
Like disrespected Michigan, say that they obviously didn't have enough wins, but I mean they're still in it, and I can see any of the teams winning. I mean,
even
But
Loyola.
right now, if I had to pick a favorite, I'd probably pick Villanova.
Villanova,
They
2 for Villanova. Angel.
Yeah, I'm Villanova also. I think they have the best overall team. They
It's
did
the only
win.
time we agree. Whenever I
They-
say Jordan's the best, they're all LeBron.
yeah,
but-
Here we are.
Villanova.
Here we are again.
But Villanova is a top
Took you 10
team right
minutes.
now. They definitely play well together, and I don't think really any game that they've played so far has been close. So
I don't really know.
I think they've been blowing out teams. But
The last
like
game
I said,
was tough.
the last game was a little tougher for them,
Yeah.
but they still came out obviously on top.
Yeah, like a 12-point
But-
winner still at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
but
But you like Villanova.
yeah, Villanova, Loyola, Chicago will upset Michigan. They've already upsetted Miami, number 3 Tennessee in the round of 32, and then they beat Nevada, which was a number 7 seed, and then obviously they beat Kansas State, which they were number 9 seed. But
So for being pretty realistic, they haven't had a pretty easy road. I mean,
Yeah.
Kansas State had to. All these teams had to beat good teams though. So
Yeah, so they all had to be obviously remove the big teams that had to get through it. But as my boy Harry says, well, Philadelphia again. We got the Eagles, we got Villanova from Philadelphia. Yeah, and baseball's about to start with the Phillies.
then we'll get back on the bad Philly
Yeah,
team
we'll,
train.
we'll talk a little bit. But Gerald Bragg is picking Kansas. Chad Blackwell from Manchester, Toms River, New Jersey is picking Villanova. I believe that, right? I believe that Harry probably has Villanova, of course. LeBron sucks. That's what Eddie says. Giovanni's words.
Wrong. Wrong.
No, he
I would never say that.
They are LeBron fans. They think LeBron's
The rest of the team. The rest of the team.
since sliced bread.
Got 5-game winning streak.
We'll get into
we'll
that.
get into LeBron later.
But anyways, into the Final Four, we got some upsets. We got some favorites. 2 number 1 seeds in there. You always usually get about 2, like Joe said. We got a number 3, Michigan, and obviously the number 11. So
Tied for the lowest seed ever.
ever.
In
To
the
make
Final
the
Four.
Final Four.
Tied. There's like 4 other teams.
Yep. So again, thank you everybody for joining. This is Family Chats. You guys are part of the family. I'm the dad. This is my son, my nephew. But you guys are part of this.
You guys
That's why
are.
we call it Family Chats.
You guys are the cousins.
Eddie, you are the cousin that we've never had. All right. So we appreciate you guys tuning in to share the love. But do us a favor. I haven't said this yet. There's a share button on there. Share the video, especially the guys that love sports, women that love sports, is all good. But give us your comments, feedback. We'll be talking NFL soon, a little bit NFL. NBA, a lot to talk about. Major League Baseball's about to start. And anything else we got on that list?
No.
All right, so
It's a quick epi.
here we go. This is what we call a quick episode.
We
We
don't
got
like
about 40 more minutes, and
We don't like quick epis, but sometimes we're busy.
Yeah. we got some things to do. My co-hosts were a little late today, but
It's
it's
our
all
fault.
good.
It's
It's
our
all good. Celebrating somebody's birthday, it's all good. But let's jump into the NBA, right? The NBA is the
Listen,
playoffs is around the corner.
listen.
Sandy,
Let me just
thanks for
go.
joining in, Sandy. Yes, you are a woman who loves sports. We
Quick
appreciate
epi,
you
Aaron.
joining
Thank
in.
you. No, but for real, this is what we're talking about right now. Listen,
This is
LeBron
where-
James.
This is where it gets hype.
This is what we're talking about right now. All right.
LeBron James.
Listen, ever since what I said, all right, when Kevin
Yes.
Love came back and when the coach
When they fired
got
him.
sick,
Who said-
when they made the coach sick and go home for the week.
But who said first? When
5-game
Love,
win streak.
who said first? When Kevin Love gets back, they will be turned around and they will start winning games. He's a huge piece to that team.
Listen, we knew.
Me.
We
I said.
knew what was wrong with the Cavs this whole time. The coach stinks, and they didn't have Kevin Love. So guess what?
They got Kevin Love.
5-game win streak.
They got Kevin Love. Who's coaching the team anyways?
Who cares?
Does
LeBron.
anybody
The
even know?
assistant
LeBron.
coach. Whoever the
LeBron
assistant
LeBron
coach
James.
is.
James is coaching the team, and they're doing better.
Thank God he's coaching.
Is
the
it
team.
Love or is it the coach?
It's Love.
Love has a lot
Love
to do.
makes a difference on that team.
It does because it gives you another guy who can score.
And
Right?
LeBron
Big
James
time
is playing,
can
still
score.
playing like an absolute animal. So.
Yeah, and LeBron's playing fantastic. But do they have enough firepower to take on right now? Right, I believe so.
Yes.
They have enough firepower to beat Toronto. The Celtics are a little bit down. Golden State obviously got 4 starters hurt, and that's something to watch because let me tell you, if Golden State isn't there, Houston will win the West, and Houston against LeBron LeBron has a chance.
Listen, Steph Curry is already ruled out for the whole
He's
entire
already
first round.
yes.
Really?
He's
the
already
playoffs.
ruled out.
They don't need him as long as the other guys.
I don't know.
Well, just think because Clay Thompson also had a fractured hand, so
Yeah, he's got
bones do take a while to heal.
Takes a while.
And
What
then
do you guys
Durant
think?
has a knee problem. I don't know what's exactly wrong with him, but
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's answer this question. With all these guys being hurt on the Warriors, because it's not just 4 starters, these are their 4 best players. Kevin Durant's hurt, Steph Curry's hurt, Klay
Yeah.
Thompson and Draymond Green. Those are their best players. With all of them out, and most likely Durant will be back by the first round of playoffs. Draymond and Klay will be back. Steve Kerr has already ruled out Curry to be out for the first round. With all these guys being injured, who does this benefit more? The Rockets or the Cavs to win the NBA Finals?
it benefits the Rockets more, obviously, because I feel like. But I mean, whenever we'll know more when Steph Curry comes back. I mean, because they're obviously not gonna lose the first round of the playoffs.
They
They're
do
probably
play the
gonna-
Spurs if it would end right now.
Spurs are trash, booty cheeks, garbage. They still don't have.
But what if Kawhi Leonard automatically says, "Hey, I want to come back and play in the
Garbage.
first round"?
They're still not.
He
gonna
will
beat
make a
them.
huge difference in that.
They're
game.
still not gonna beat them though.
So Chad says from New Jersey, he believes that they will win the East. That's Cleveland.
Correct.
He thinks Golden State is different or doesn't get healthy, and Houston wins the West, and Cleveland has a shot to win. The
I don't know
finals.
why we're saying that the Cleveland can't beat Golden State. They did it before. I mean, I like LeBron James this year. This year, I feel like I have the most confidence in LeBron James than any other year he's played. I mean, I just feel like he's on a whole other level.
That's true.
The,
But
the,
here's
the only thing
problem.
is because the team.
I'm gonna tell you the problem. They don't have Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie Irving was the biggest reason why they beat the Golden State Warriors the last time. It wasn't Kevin Love, so don't get it twisted. It was Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving made plays. Kyrie Irving scored when they needed to. Kyrie Irving was the difference. Then with LeBron, obviously I'm not saying he would have done it without LeBron, but both of them together was the difference. I don't know if Love is going to be the same as Kyrie Irving being missing.
I think Love's
I
been
just-
better this year. Throughout the year, I mean, he's just been hurt.
This is the reason why
He was an all-star.
if
let's not forget.
LeBron has to face the Warriors again in the finals, the reason why he won't beat them is because Kevin Durant makes a huge difference for the Warriors to win multiple championships in a row. First off, he joined the team that won 73 games in regular season. He joined a team that had a 2-time MVP already, and he's been an MVP himself. He's been a scoring champion multiple times in the NBA. If anything,
Yeah.
he's the second best player in the NBA.
Yeah, he is. And Durant, you're right. Durant makes a huge difference. Chad says the same thing. You know, it was Cleveland plus Kyrie, and it was Golden State minus
The
Durant.
different thing,
Yeah, so-
the thing is, even though they lost Kyrie, it's LeBron is playing on a whole nother level of.
LeBron
This
is
the
playing
best,
on a whole
this is the
nother
best
level,
LeBron we've seen.
and he's
So
playing
let's not act
fantastic. But the biggest thing is just because he's playing fantastic, he's playing a lot by himself. He's playing fantastic before Love came. So don't get it twisted. He was playing fantastic
And
before
now
Love
they're
came.
and now they're winning.
He's not
every
going to be
game.
able to carry that team by himself. I just don't.
And he's
I don't
not,
see it.
and he doesn't have to because now Kevin
No.
Love's back, and Kevin Love adds about 20 points
Yeah, that's
to
a
30
huge.
points per
It
game.
does help big time.
And listen, they got to fire the coach. I mean, they're winning games without him. They got to fire him.
Yeah, they
You could
did,
just
they
tell-
did that
Last
for-
time they fired the coach, they won a championship.
You could
That's
just
all I
tell,
gotta
but
say.
you could just tell Tyronn Lue is not making a difference in that team.
No.
He's been out and they won 5 in a row. Obviously,
He is
obviously
making a
we're not gonna.
difference.
Obviously, we're not gonna say like
Making
all the
worse.
time. Like, obviously, we always say like when the
Tyronn
team is
Lue
playing good.
Coached them to a championship. That's all I'm saying.
No, it was
It's
David
not.
Blatt. David
Yeah,
Blatt was
right.
leading that team. They fired him because LeBron didn't like him.
Yeah,
and then Tyronn
right.
Lue was like, "Here, let me just step up and be on the best team in the league already." So
Do you think LeBron? Do you think Harden's still the MVP?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, this is just
Like
his
he's
year.
got it locked up.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got it. This is his year. He's
Yeah, he's playing.
even
like
though
His
LeBron
team's-
James is.
the
LeBron's
Rockets
right
have-
on his heels lately with all the triple doubles.
The Rockets just set their franchise record in wins.
Yeah.
So they just
The
59.
Rockets are
Wins.
definitely playing some great ball. Chad, you're right. Harden is the MVP of the league. LeBron's making a hard choice.
I mean, we'll see.
Making it closer, anyways. As
I don't-
he continues to play great down the stretch here.
LeBron has been averaging almost a triple-double the last 2 months.
Yeah, he's
So
insane.
LeBron should be in that consideration to be an MVP.
Yeah, he touches the ball more than anybody in the league. Sandy, you like the Rockets? Yeah, I do too. I think it's the Rockets' year, and I think if Golden State does not come back healthy enough,
I don't know why we're sitting on them being not healthy. I mean, they were beating the Warriors when they were healthy. It's not like the
that's
Rockets
true. That's a
haven't
good point.
played them when
They
they were
beat
not
them.
healthy.
Was it 2 out of 2?
They beat them 2 out of 3.
3.
I don't
it's
know if
true.
they still have another game left or if they played the game, but the last time I checked,
No, you're right.
They've
I
won 2
believe
out of 3 games.
and you're right, Joe. I believe that Golden State probably has to be full health to
Yeah.
beat the Rockets.
So if
in
they're
the
like
seven.
halfway there, they have guys like not fully healthy and just came back like Curry, then it's a wrap on the Warriors season. I mean, the Rockets have just played too well.
I know we always talk about like Durant making a difference for the Warriors, but that's Curry's team.
It's Curry's team.
That's
all day.
been Curry's team for the
Yeah,
last
it's always
4
been.
years. He's a 2-time MVP, 2-time NBA champion now.
I think they
if
can still
Cur-
win with Curry out if the other 3 are healthy.
If the other 3 are healthy, I can see them still winning because they're that good.
Because they're that good. They have a good enough
'Cause
bench, and Durant can cut you right. You got Durant would cover a lot,
Yeah.
and you got Thompson shooting 3.
He
So
can Durant
think they
could
can still
easily
win.
lead that team to win that first round. But the West, like we talked about before, the West is so competitive. Like we say, if the season ended now, they would have to face the Spurs. You know, I know the Spurs are 7th, but the Spurs still have a better record than the top, maybe the bottom 5 seeds of the East.
yeah.
So
So what are you gonna
If
do?
you think that the Spurs have a chance to beat the Warriors in the first round,
I'm not saying that they have a chance to be. I'm saying
They're gonna
if
make it
Curry is,
competitive.
if
No,
Curry's
they're not.
out, which he says he's gonna be, and those other guys aren't healthy,
And they got Popovich coaching that team.
they're going to
listen,
make
if
a.
all 4 guys are hurt, and Steve Kerr got a flat tire on the way to the game, then the Spurs would win the first game. But other than that, they're not going to win any games. They're going to get swept. There's no doubt in my mind.
You
the
could
Spurs
be
are
right.
gonna win
Like
no
Chad
games.
says, don't compare the boring regular season to the playoffs.
I will compare the
Coaches
boring
make-
regular season because
Coaches make
it's the same
playoff
thing.
adjustments, so he's right there. Brian Gregg says, come playoff time, he'll probably talk about Harden will run out
No, I
of
think he's
gas.
talking about LeBron.
Or LeBron, yeah, either one.
Wrong.
Because
LeBron's
LeBron
the-
hasn't run out of gas in the playoffs, but Harden
Never. LeBron will average a triple double in the playoffs. He
Never,
will
ever
drop. He will
run
drop
out of gas.
35 a game if he has to, every single game.
LeBron can play all year round.
Yeah, yeah.
Not miss a
This
game.
is the best LeBron we've seen, so he's definitely not going to slow down
33 years old.
anytime soon.
And he's
Anytime
still young. Still young. Got young legs. So Harry, do you guys think that the competitiveness of the West will wear the teams down and give an East team the edge in the finals?
Not
That's
at
a good-
all.
That's a good question.
It is a good
I
question.
mean, it's a good question, but no, I don't think so.
It could. Here's where it could, Harry. I believe
The Western
If-
Conference Finals.
I believe if teams go to 7 games, if you see 7 games, first series, 7 games, every series is going to the final game, then yes. But if Golden State, say in a 7-game series, is winning 4 out of 5 games, then no, because they'll have plenty of rest in those series where they either sweep or they don't go full 7 games. So, but it can be tough. You got teams that are going to compete and make it difficult. But I don't know if you got enough good teams when the playoff time comes that's going to take these teams to 7 games. What do you guys think?
I think there's a lot of teams that could take teams to 7 games.
I really like
Easy.
Portland. I really like
Portland is
Portland.
great.
I really like
OKC has been playing
OKC.
very well.
I
last
really like
couple weeks.
OKC and Portland. Other than that, the bottom 4 teams don't really excite me enough to win 2 games.
And those bottom 4 are San Antonio,
San Antonio, Pelicans.
the Pelicans.
Right now it's the Pelicans, Spurs, Timberwolves, and the Jazz.
I like the Jazz. Don't get me wrong. The Jazz are pretty good.
So
but
the Timberwolves
they
got
would-
some talent too.
The Jazz would
But
the
the
Jazz,
Jazz-
would have to play the Rockets.
yeah, so that's why it's like, no.
Yeah, as Carl says, don't count the Thunder out.
I like the Thunder. I think Russell Westbrook is so
Yeah,
good,
you're right.
and he could
That
carry that
team-
team
yeah,
so
Because
like,
they got enough.
easily.
They got enough.
That team with
firepower
Paul
that
George.
Can carry, yeah, Paul George and even Carmelo can carry them.
They all have playoff experience,
Yeah.
so it's
Imagine
not
if,
like
imagine if
can't
Carmelo
hold
was younger. Imagine if
Yeah.
Carmelo was playing like he was in 2013,
Oh,
2014. That team would be
That'd
better
be
than
hard
the
to
Rockets. They'd be better than.
It'd be hard to beat because Carmelo is a. The thing I like about Carmelo on that team, even now, is he can go through a stretch, really hot stretch. He can go in the fourth quarter. You give him the ball, he can take you down the paint. He can get hot and give those other guys a break, right? But ultimately, those other guys are going to have to carry the Thunder into most of these series for them to win. So, let me ask you guys another question about the East. Anybody besides Toronto, the Celtics, going to be really competitive? I like the Sixers and that young team, but are they going to
on. I just don't know what
make
the
it
Celtics
competitive
anymore.
enough? The Celtics are very inconsistent.
I think
I just don't
right
know.
now,
But
right
the
now,
Celtics, let me
Kyrie
tell you
Irving.
something, but the Celtics are beating a lot of the West teams. They just went to Portland and won in Portland,
Without
right?
Kyrie.
Without Kyrie. They've been beating the West. When they play the West, they're winning.
Yeah,
They beat Houston. They beat Houston, or they almost beat them when they were in that 17-game win streak. They
Mhm.
competed. So I don't know. When playoff times come, are they going to
It's
step
different. It's different in the playoffs.
the
I
team,
feel like
the team that I see in the East, other than the top three, Toronto, Celtics, and Cleveland, competing is the 76ers.
oh yeah,
up? That
they
was what I was
might win
saying.
the
You
first
guys-
round.
I think right
Where are
now
they
they would,
ranked right
right
now?
now they would play the Pacers. They're
Where
a
they
4
ranked?
seed. They're a 4 seed
Four
right
The
now.
Pacers are good though. Don't sleep on the no Pacers. All right, the Pacers have been pretty
Pacers.
consistent all year.
I just like Ben Simmons.
A little.
Ben Simmons is a younger LeBron. Only if Ben Simmons could shoot threes, then that'd be a different story. But Ben Simmons is averaging triple doubles like he's been in the league for 5-6 years already. So I do like the Sixers. Embiid is a beast, and like we said, the East is not as strong as the West, obviously. So they're gonna at least make it to conference semis.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the Sixers, but it depends on who they play in the second round. They could definitely, I could see them beating a Celtics team in the second round, or maybe even a Raptors team in the second round. But all those guys are young and they've never been in the playoffs. So good luck with that. Trying to beat a
Harry
Raptors
It's true.
Celtics team who have been to the playoffs multiple years in a row.
And Harry, who's a Philly fan, believes the same thing. They'll win, maybe the first round, and then, it's going to be hard for them to win 2 rounds. Chad also believes they'll make noise. They got a great young team. I believe that too. They're going to be very competitive and fun to watch.
I mean, just give them a year or two.
Last quick question on the NBA, unless you guys have anything else. I'm going to ask you guys all this too, because we've been talking about it the last few weeks. As the year gets on, does LeBron stay in Cleveland? Does he go to the Lakers? Does he go to the Sixers? Does he go to Houston? I believe Sixers, if I'm the Sixers, I stay away from that. I don't want LeBron coming over there. Obviously, if LeBron wants to go, they're going to get him. My personal opinion, let the Sixers keep developing and keep that team going. LeBron needs the ball in his hands. It's going to take the ball away from their top point guard. But what do you guys think? Do you guys still think Cleveland or Lakers?
Depends on if he wins a championship or not. I think.
If he's not going to Lakers. I do not believe he's going to Lakers at all.
At this
If
point in the
he's-
season, I'm like, I can't even see him leaving again.
I just don't think I think, me personally, I think he stays in Cleveland. I think he's going to stay in Cleveland for the rest of his career. I think he's already experienced that whole thing of him leaving and everybody bashing him and everything like that. And Cleveland's his city. It's his team. Like, that's where he grew up. That's the team he's been on mostly his whole career, besides the 4 years in Miami.
I don't
But-
see him leaving unless
If
I don't
he-
see him leaving until his career declines.
If he leaves, what team should he go to?
L.A.
Chad thinks if he goes, it's going to be to LA too, because he thinks the Sixers market isn't big enough.
Bro, L.A. Like, why would you want to go to the 76ers at 34 years old? There's just no.
Well, what Jordan
Well-
would say, just win.
Okay, well, it's not Jordan.
It's about winning.
Jordan
Is it not about winning
Oh, it's
anymore?
about
or is it
winning?
just going to a big market?
It's about winning.
It
So
should be
Jordan
about
went,
winning.
so Jordan went to the
No, you don't
Wizards
even
to
know.
win.
Listen, he went to the Wizards
did,
because
huh?
that was the best option. at
If
the time.
LeBron-
Because that's the only team that wanted him.
If LeBron goes to the Lakers,
Garbage.
the Lakers are going to need to get another superstar to have him back up.
Bro, Paul
Lonzo
George
Ball
is a
and-
free agent.
Okay, if they could get Paul George and LeBron, then I'd say okay, then go to LA.
And Lonzo Ball is a
But-
superstar, so
Lonzo Ball, he's not doing it. He's not doing it for the Lakers.
big baller brand.
Not in that West.
Big baller LeBron.
Nobody
bro.
better than LeBron to come to.
Listen, LeBron could go to any team right now, and they'll be a playoff team. but-
Chad thinks there'll be another unnamed piece that will join him in LA.
Paul George.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're hearing Paul George
We're hearing
and all these
Paul
other teams.
George. So
Kawhi Leonard's a
if
free
that-
agent next year, not this year.
If that is
Kawhi
the
Leonard's
case,
another big story.
that's
He
why
actually
I
might leave
said.
this-
That's why I said he needs to go to the Spurs.
Ain't no
He
way
needs
in
to
hell
go to
LeBron
the
James going to
Spurs.
Texas. There's no
he
way.
needs to go to the Spurs.
He's not no damn cowboy. He's not going to Texas.
Bro, he could go play in San Antonio and then go to LA to sleep.
There's
Who
no
cares?
way he's going to San Antonio just because they have a good coach. There's just no way in hell. Like,
But they have a
is not
superstar.
college.
Chad thinks
They
it's
have a
LeBron, George,
superstar.
and another unnamed star.
oh,
But Harry believes
No,
that
there's no-
LeBron isn't going anywhere without him taking somebody with him, which is what I agree.
Dwayne Wade.
Right? He did this before. If he does it, he's going to set it all up. He's going to bring other pieces with him because he just doesn't think he can do it himself.
Carl, ain't
Like,
nobody
with some
going.
other talent.
Ain't nobody going to the
Ain't
Knicks.
nobody going to the Knicks.
Trey Young.
Carmelo.
Trey Young's going to the Knicks.
Carmelo's going back.
Hey, I would love Carmelo. Hey, I'm a Knicks fan. You know, it's kind of sad. Porzingis, obviously. Porzingis
tough.
is the truth. I remember everybody booed him in the NBA draft.
if
He's
they
the truth.
if they pick up Trey Young, they're gonna suffer the consequences.
No
Yeah.
way.
Trey Young is gonna be so trash and garbage in the NBA.
No.
You can write that down right now. Everybody who's listening, write that down. Trash, booty cheeks, garbage is Trey Young.
Trey Young.
Yeah,
Trey
it's all
Young is
good.
going to be.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who's he remind you of?
The dude from UConn who won the national championship.
Kemba Walker.
Shabazz.
Oh, Shabazz
Shabazz
Napier.
Napier.
Shabazz
Really?
Napier.
That's who he reminds me of.
No, he's
He was
better
good
than
in-
Shabazz
he
Napier.
was good in
He's
college.
way better than Shabazz Napier. Way better.
Yeah.
Shabazz Napier
That's who he reminds me of.
is pretty trash.
Because guess what? Where's Shabazz Napier now?
He's pretty trash.
I'm in
not gonna lie.
Italy.
In the
You
G
know?
in the G League.
Oh, he's in the G League.
He's in the Lakeland
Is that the-
Magic.
He's
The
playing.
girl?
He's playing against the Lakeland Magic in the playoffs. That's where he is.
Yeah.
that's funny.
Well, let's we'll finish the NBA. We'll continue this conversation as the weeks go by and we get closer to the playoffs.
Cannot wait for the
It's
playoffs.
gonna be a lot of fun.
If you like the video, make sure you guys like it, subscribe, comment below, share the video with your uncle who has the bad breath problem, but he will definitely love the video. So make sure you guys share and keep giving us love and, join the family.